It's a rainy day in New London, Pennsylvania. On this edition of Forever Home, we're going to give you a tour of the stonework and what got finished here. Let's get going. So our team's all wrapped up here. We've wrapped the stone all the way around to the back corner of the house like we showed you we were going to do. And gives you a beautiful view from the driveway. Looks good from back here. So as you pull up to the house, as you pull in, you're going to have a good uniform look all the way across the front here. And absolutely tremendous the way this has come out. And so now we got a little bit of backfilling work. We got to take care of the drainage system here that's going on for the downspouts, and we had to get those things moved away from the wall so that the guys could get in here and put the stone where it belongs. So now that they're finished, we can finish excavating what needs to be excavated, move these pipes, get them vertical plumb aligned, and then reinstall our downspouts where they need to be. Absolutely beautiful the way this is coming together. So the guys came back in and they finished the rest of the stone that was on this end, and then went through starting back on the far side and getting the mortar into the joints, and then all it looks like it's been brushed. And so just waiting for this to finish curing, and then we can get in there and finish working on the rest of what needs to be done. We did come down and took some dark colored paint down and through the window well here, just so that it had a finished look. We weren't going to be able to bring stone down through there, but we wanted to tie that into what else is going on. So we went with sort of the, kind of goes with the blue here from the siding. Use that down in the wheel well, in the window well. And just really sets apart the front of the house here. We got the rest of our stones in across that front step. That wasn't finished the last time we were here. So the same thing over here on this window well, with the paint down there. Now that they're finished working, I can peel the protective covering off of the PVC trim block that we put in there. And we just wanted to make sure that when you came in here to put your garden hose on, that your hand wasn't bumping against rock, that we weren't busting our knuckles, that we really had a nice smooth surface here for you to be able to put your garden hose on and off. So that's ready to get peeled back and made pretty. We've got another downspout here to take care of, and then one on this corner, and Norm's working on finishing up some of the last of the interior window trim that needed to get finished. So all in all, coming along very nicely. Let's take you around the other side here so you can see where we brought it on this side of the house. And again, we just wanted to create that finished look. This was a change order. We hadn't initially planned to do that. We were going to stop at the corner, and after the siding was going on, the customer looked at it and said, you know what, it really might make sense to bring this all the way around so that it looks continuous through the whole process. So absolutely loving how this is coming together. And now that that part is finished, we're pretty much down to punch list items. I'll take you down here to the bottom and give you the wide shot view so you can see what's going on from down here at the road. Just gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. Puts that house up on a solid foundation and just looks tremendous. So we got a couple of little details left to take place, and this always happens at the end of a project. It's just kind of a par for the course and the way construction goes. So we'll take you a tour, we'll show you some of those things. So first one's an easy one. We promised that we were gonna take this piece of wood out from underneath this door, replace it with a piece of 𝗂𝘂𝘀𝘁. Simple little easy thing to do, but we just haven't gotten it done yet, so that's one of the next pieces that has to get taken care of. We didn't want to secure the downspouts on the front until we were finished with the stonework because they were going to get in those guys' ways. So we didn't bother actually installing any of the downspouts. They're just sort of hanging there attached. We've got one screw at the top. So we need to come back and get these plumb, vertical, mounted, screwed to the siding, made it look nice. That's one of the last things that just gets done as we're cleaning things up. We've got a little bit of leftover material left. We got to bring the trailer back over to pick up the final round of what's left from the scraps from the siding and the cuts into different pieces. So we got the bulk of everything out of here, but we have a couple of, some of this is actually new, and we just had a few more pieces on site than we wound up using. You always want to bring a little bit of extra with you, so in case something goes wrong, you cut something wrong, you got a piece there. So these are just sort of the spare parts and things that we needed to get back to the shop. And then the very last piece is going to be actually pulling the final window plastic. When these come from the manufacturer, Anderson in their 400 series puts this plastic coating on here. And now that the stonework is complete, we can go ahead and peel this off of here. And I just like to leave it on just as a little extra level of protection. so that we don't, in case any mortar or anything were to splash or get up here, that it wouldn't wind up getting on the window. So now we can take the plastic off. And then the last step is going to be installing the final window screens. We've installed the 𝗓𝘁'𝘀 screens everywhere else in the front of the house except for on the first floor, right here against where we were going to be working with the stonework and the mortar. But again, now that that's done, all that plastic can come off and they can really start enjoying what this view is going to look like. So we had to do it on all these windows all across the first floor. And once that's done, it won't just be done. It'll be coat built. Thanks for joining us on this process. We hope you enjoyed the tour. This is Drew in New London, Pennsylvania. If we can solve a problem for you, roofing, siding, windows, doors, decks, anything on the interior of your home, the finished basements, bathroom renovations, kitchen remodels, plumbing, electrical, drywall, spackle, paint, any of those things that drive you crazy, we'd be happy to help. We'll build your custom dream home, an addition, a garage. Give our team a call. We have a dedicated office staff standing by weekdays, 9:30 in the morning until 2 in the afternoon to answer your calls at 484-748-0008. Choose option 2 for Coat Built, your full service construction and renovation company, and extension 2 for new projects. We are a Pennsylvania home improvement contractor number 88078. Fastest way to get a hold of our team, take a picture of your problem, send it to us right here on Facebook. Click that contact us button up at the top. Send us those pictures, let us know what's going on, and our team will be happy to assist you. If you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the notifications bell so you can keep up with all of our home improvement DIY tips that you can use if you're making improvements to your house, and more importantly, the right questions that you can ask when you're interviewing a contractor to find out whether they actually know what they're talking about or whether they're just blowing smoke. This is Drew on a rainy day in New London, Pennsylvania. We'll catch you on the next edition of Forever Home. Remember, we're finished with it. You'll be proud to say it's not just done, it was coat built.